Welcome back on the second period intermission report. Greg West along with defenseman Bryson Andregg. And Bryson, it's gone fast. I think you would have liked to have had a 68-game season, but your 19-game season has gone pretty nicely. Give us your thoughts so far.
Even though it's a short season, I've learned a lot. Just playing with all these great guys and learning from these great coaches and just absorbing every little bit of information I can with the limited season.
You're getting more and more ice time, and part of that, Mitch Brown is down, and, we'd love to see Brownie get back in the final week. We don't know that, but you've been one of the guys that moved in, and you're playing in the top four. You're getting top 4 minutes. You got to be happy.
Yes, I'm very happy that I've been getting more minutes, but of course we'd love to see Brownie back. We hate to have guys injured, but the more minutes I play, the more confidence I'm feeling, and hopefully I can just keep on building each shift.
You've come a long way, and in fact, you made your debut over in Seattle at the arena in Kent, and I remember picking you up at the airport. You were coming in from Vancouver, where you'd been playing at Delta, and now you go back, it's been about 15 months. Were you overwhelmed coming in?
I was a little overwhelmed, and I just was pretty nervous just with the speed and the size of guys and how fast everyone was making decisions and moving the puck. But as you start skating with these guys more and competing with them more, then you can start to catch up a little bit and really start to build your game.
Yeah, when you're playing midgets, let's say, or you're playing U16, U18, anything like that, every level, the decision time, it cuts down, and I guess that was the first thing you learned right there.
Oh, yeah. You have way more time down at the lower levels, but now that you're up at this level, everyone can skate, everyone can move the puck, and everyone can hit. It's just a matter of who can do it the fastest and who can do it the most consistently.
Delta is kind of like an old folks' home where you guys know each other pretty well. You've got teammates coming in here. Rick Lanz, great program, of course, a former assistant and head coach of the Americans, but great defenseman with the Canucks, one of the best they've had in their 50-plus years. He was there 12 years. Did you try and sponge off of him?
Yes, he was my assistant coach last year, and I just tried to observe and learn every day in and day out, how all the things that he had to bring to the table, just about positioning and how to do this and just how to be a stronger player. And I learned a lot from him, and I thank him for that.
Well, it's kind of the old Americans home there up there, too. You've got Milan Dravicevic that was here, worked with Milan in Vancouver as well, worked with him here, and had in Yogi Seikovsky coming in, and you've got a lot of old Americans that are up there.
Yes, that was kind of the big talk last year. The ones that right after I signed was that I was going back to a lot of old coaches, their old stomping grounds, and I just wanted to come in and keep on building the legacy after coming from Delta, having a lot of alumni come through this organization.
For you go play in Canada. It's a little bit different, but you're a Texan. You still got that, not saying y'all and all that, but I could hear that Texas twang. I know it well. And how did they take you in up there?
Every time I talked, once I first got up there, I got some funny looks, and I was told that I, sounded pretty Southern and that I dressed weird, but they accepted me with open arms, and I was just known as the Texan up there. They just couldn't believe that I traveled so far to come up and play, but they welcomed me in and, treated me like family, which I appreciated.
I speak Texan pretty well with family members in Texas, Louisiana, and of course my mom was an Okie, but we always joked with Mom if we got her around another Okie that we had to get her speech lessons to teach her how to talk again. I'm sure you get the same thing being a Texan.
Oh yeah, even here I just get a lot of funny looks that I sound pretty Southern, and which to me I don't think I sound Southern, but everyone else, especially the Canadian guys, I'm known as a Texas guy.
You're a Dallas Stars fan, I would assume.
Yes, huge Dallas Stars fan. Came up quite short last year in the finals, but they bounced back somewhat during this season, but hopefully they'll just keep on going.
Jamie Benn was always a favorite of mine, and even though he was playing in Kelowna, solid player. just love to watch him play. I mean, I'm sure you've enjoyed watching him compete.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of guys on that team that I enjoy watching, Jamie especially. But one of my favorite guys is Miro Heiskanen, the defenseman. Just with how well he skates and how well he moves the puck and joins the play, that's who I try and model my game after. Just with how much of a two-way guy he is.
You're playing with Jack Barnes, and of course, Stu, long career with Dallas, and now one of the scouts for the new Seattle team. But, that's kind of surreal. You look down, I'm sure when you're a young boy, he was standing down on the bench with Dave Tippett.
Oh, yeah. I remember the name Stu Barnes, and I remember when I was younger, coming up through the youth hockey in Dallas, I would, run into him, and I ran into Jack a few years back, way before I had signed with the Americans, and, the Americans came up, and he said that he used to play here, and got me quite interested in the organization and what it had to offer.
So it seemed kind of surreal, and now you're sitting here, and you're a vital part of the team, and you're just getting into the meat of your career right now.
Yes, it's really surreal that I've come this far, but I just want to keep on building game in and game out, and just keep on improving every day.
As far as the nucleus, the young guys carrying on from the older guys, what do you see the group, with you guys taking the baton and carrying it for the team? What do you see the future of this team?
I think we have a lot of young guys that are guided by a lot of very knowledgeable older guys. So once they kind of age out or move on, I think we'll be able to carry on the traditions that they have shown us. And I think the future looks bright.
Well, your future looks bright. I appreciate the time, Bryson, and hang in there. It's going to be a nice ride. You got one more week of this, and then we'll see you back here September 1. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Bryson Andregg, American defenseman, joins us. Third period action up next. News Talk 870 KFLD and 98.7 FM.